It's match day, it's Premier League, game week 1, Leicester City versus Tottenham Hotspur, and I'm absolutely shitting it. Tonight, Leicester City take on Tottenham Hotspur in game week 1 of the Premier League season at King Power Stadium at 8 o'clock. Safe to say many Leicester fans are not looking forward to this season because of the impending points deduction, the lack of transfer activity, and the overall negative feeling towards the current squad and its capabilities of staying up in the Premier League pretty much. Tottenham Hotspur finished 5th place, 2 points off the top 4 last season. They have added to their squad this year. They've replaced Harry Kane with Dominic Solanke. They've brought in young players like Archie Gray and Luca Bergvall. And of course, they have the already quality players in James Maddison, Heung-min Son, Pedro Porro, Christian Romero, and many, many more. Yves Bissouma will not be featuring tonight. He was suspended for this game by Tottenham for a video that surfaced online showing him inhaling laughing gas. I'm not sure that is that much of a bonus for Leicester because they have more than enough quality to come in and replace him. Archie Gray is one, for example, who could come in. And we saw last season, I don't think he is the world class youngster that Leeds fans made out, but he is certainly a very, very good player. And onto the Leicester side, we are likely going to be missing Jamie Vardy, although there are rumours that he might start this evening's game. Patson Daka is injured for a few months, so he will be missing the match. And of course, Connor Cody is also out for a few weeks with a hamstring injury, so he will not be featuring today. Personally, I think the goalkeeper picks itself. It'll be Mads Hermansen, and then it'll be a back four of JJ, Ricardo, Yannick Vestergaard, and Wout Fast. That's what I think. I could be wrong, but that is my guess. A double midfield pivot, of course, of Wilfred Ndidi and Harry Winks is the most likely. In front of them, Facundo Buenanotte, I'm sure, will make his debut in the number 10, adding that little bit of creativity that Leicester was so desperate for in pre-season. The two wingers, likely Mavididi and Abdul Fatawu, although Mavididi may start up front instead of Tom Cannon, and we could see Bobby De Cordova-Reid out on the wide left. So my thoughts going into this one is, again, I am shitting it. I really do worry on how we are going to perform, how we will struggle with the lack of quality that we've brought in. We've made some decent signings. Caleb Okoli, probably one for the future. I don't think he'll start tonight. Bobby De Cordova-Reid is a very, very good squad player. Versatile, of course, as well. So, like I said, with the injuries, he might start tonight. And Buenanotte, I think, is going to be one to watch. Again, he adds a bit of creativity into the midfield, what we were so desperately lacking in pre-season. I would like to see Tom Cannon come in and given a chance, but it doesn't look like Steve Cooper is favouring him at the minute. And Mavididi might get another chance up front like he did in pre-season. Of course, he's played there in pre-season. Of course, he played there at Montpellier at times as well a couple of years ago. But I just fear that we need an out-and-out striker like Tom Cannon rather than a makeshift one in Steffi Mavididi. There's been a lot of talk online this week about whether we should boo James Maddison. If people are more worried about that than they are about how poor we were in pre-season and how worried we should be for this game, then, give your head a wobble. I don't really care whether people boo or cheer him. You can do what you want. But at the end of the day, if he scores against us and celebrates, he'll get pelters, he'll get slated, he'll get dogs abuse. And on the flip side, if you boo him and then he scores, we probably deserve it anyway. There is a chance, of course, that Leicester City are haunted by ghosts of the past in terms of Heung-min Son, who used to love scoring goals against Leicester. Dominic Solanke, the new £65 million signing by Tottenham. He used to love a goal against Leicester when he played for Bournemouth, so we could see him on the score sheet if he does start the game tonight. I think it'll be a cagey affair on Leicester's part. I think we will see a low block at times. We will try and hit on the counter. We will try and be good in the transition. I do fear for us, though. I'm going to go for a 3-0 Tottenham win. I think we're going to struggle until we bring in more reinforcement at the top end of the pitch. What you're about to see next is a video from my good friend Finn, who does a lot of articles for Blue Tinted Foxes. You can check that out on Twitter at Blue Tinted LCFC. He gives his thoughts ahead of the game tonight and what he thinks will happen and his score prediction at the end.
Guys, Finn here. Lox has asked me to do a match prediction for Tottenham versus Leicester on Monday night at the King Power Stadium. Monday nights under the lights at Leicester always produce fantastic games. However, I feel like this one, Leicester could be outnumbered. Depending on signings, bringing in Wilfried Zaha or Adam Lodgek, I feel like we could definitely score at least a goal. Obviously, we are not in the best of form at the minute. Tottenham do look quite good in pre-season. Leicester have lost their last 3 games. We've conceded quite a lot of goals in pre-season as well. So it would be a tough game, but I personally think my heart says Leicester will draw 1-1. Leicester will get a late winner, depending on if we bring in Zaha or Adam Lodgek. Those deals look like they might be coming to an end. Hopefully there'll be Leicester players by the time we play Tottenham on Monday. But my head unfortunately says Tottenham are going to beat us 3-0. They've made some brilliant signings this summer. Dominic Solanke is an absolute baller. I think he'll do really well in a Tottenham shirt. They've got good wide players and a very strong defence. But heart says Leicester are going to draw 1-1. Fatawi with the goal, obviously, star boy. But my head, putting my football cap on, Tottenham are going to beat us 3-0, but fingers crossed for Steve Cooper and the lads. Up the Fox.
So there we go. Let me know in the comments what you think the score will be. And if you're watching this after the match, let me know how it went. We will have a match review coming up on Wednesday. Hopefully we will be proven wrong and we can get some kind of result against Tottenham Hotspur tonight. Cheers all. See you in the next one.